The Need to Belong in 4 parts. Part 1. What is it? Well, according to psychologists Roy Baumeister and Mark Leary, the belongingness hypothesis states that people have a basic psychological need to feel closely connected to others, and that carrying affectionate bonds to form close relationships are a major part of human behavior. Part 2. Why? Well, this one's pretty simple. Technically speaking, we need to form sturdy relationships quickly or we'll get weeded out of the gene pool in an evolutionary blink of the eye. But more importantly, I think anybody who's ever been young and watching this video has enough anecdotal evidence to prove how shitty it feels to be rejected. Part 3. What happens without these bonds? Well, in the very confusing, uncomfortable, and awkward time between becoming best friends with someone simply because they were seated next to you and the refined art of adulthood, the in-between time we call adolescence. And during that time, feeling like you don't belong can be one of the most painfully ostracizing experiences. And when someone feels like this, they often seek attention to fulfill that desire. Now, attention can be split into 2 major types, praise and pity. Which brings me to part 4. I see praise as the child with abusive parents who gets A's on all their tests just to make them love her. Or praise can be the workaholic who's married to the job and trades personal relationships for success. And pity, on the other hand, is a little bit more, well, pathetic. Pity is where one fabricates and sort of morbidly romanticizes the negative aspects of their life to make people say, "Oh, sweet, tell me more," and feel bad for all the horrible things that are happening to them. And though at one point or another, we've all done this on some level, these people can still be extremely difficult to deal with and understand. Often because our first reaction is to scream, "Attention seeker, attention seeker!" And even though they're probably reaching out to you. And as much as you might not want to, it's important to reach back. In the words of Ze Frank, rejection is like a tied-up little angry knot, and sometimes you have to shake it apart and look at all the little threads. And part of maturing is finding out what your threads are. I'm certainly still figuring out mine. See you next week.